Hi,
I miss you.
I miss you too.
Hi, Becky Schlegel. Can I sing a theme song at you?
Please sing me a song, Sam. Please.
Hey, I miss you, and I hope you're doing well. I miss you, and hearing your music IRL. So I am thinking that you sing me a song or two while I just sit here in my bathroom saying, hey, I miss you. Becky
Beautiful.
Schlegel, everybody, how are you today, right now in this minute?
In this very moment, it is springtime. It's a sunny day. It's beautiful. And I couldn't be better. This is my favorite time of year. I'm doing fantastic. Thanks for having me. This is such a fun
Oh,
little program. And it's been a long time since we connected. So
yeah.
exciting for me.
It's been a long time since I've seen you in real life, and I feel like the last time I saw you, you gave me a beautiful candle that you had made, which is
I
I
did
had
make
it.
it for a while. I was missing it, actually. I want to kind of get back into it. That was fun.
Oh, they were beautiful. Where are you? So I'm in my big green bathroom in Shoreview, Minnesota, which is just a little bit north of Minneapolis. Where are you right now?
Well, I'm in a little old farmhouse that I love. This is where we live now. It's a house built in 1890, and upstairs in our bedroom, which is also my office. So that's where I'm at. It's a peaceful room,
Oh, it looks peaceful. It has good light too, so that's nice.
right by the window. It's nice when the sun.
Is it sunny where you are? Because I mean, probably what, an hour north of you, and it is gray today. We do not have the sun, so I'm gonna
Yeah, I will share my sun with
thank
you.
you. We'll suck yours up. I'm wondering if you will sing us a song and tell us why you're singing that song.
Okay, I first of all, I'd love to sing you a song, and from one songwriter to another, I picked out one that I wrote for my lullaby collection, which I think we're going to touch on
Yeah.
later. But we're going to the letter L. This lullaby collection goes from A to Z, and this is a song that I recently recorded with the High 48s Bluegrass Band, and a highlight for me. What a wonderful, wonderful, amazing bluegrass band that is. So I'll do it and see if I can get through it without making a mistake.
Mistakes. Becky Schlegel.
It's a little highway, open very as far as I can see. You never going away. I'm falling as far as I can see. Oh, it's just me. I am looking down and I'm gonna let me. I think that you're up beside me. Why you're here to all that I can see. Oh, wait for me. I'm looking down and I'm gonna let me. Why don't we why don't we and you show the way to me. I'm looking down and I'm gonna let me.
Becky Schlegel. Oh, that's so beautiful. Do you have a picture of Laramie like you with you?
That's something I forgot to do. I do actually. I have the original painting of Laramie in the kitchen, which is not that far away from me, but I forgot to bring it up here. So
That's
I
okay.
apologize. Laramie is this beautiful donkey, and yeah, she's a little funny looking, but I love her.
Aren't
So
we
someday,
all? We're all a little funny looking. I mean,
yeah, yeah.
I think so. I'll link to your lullaby collection, and again, we will talk a little bit about that in a minute. I'm going to tell you and everybody right now, my name's Sarah Morris, and this is Hey, I Miss You, which is a show I invented because I do miss my music friends and I want to hear people sing. And so this seemed like a great way to get people to sing at me while I just sit in my bathroom. No big deal.
It's beautiful. I'm so happy that you did this.
Yes, I'm so glad you're here. Here's the part where we're going to do Tell Me Something Good. Mm-mm. Tell me, Becky. Yeah.
Something good. Well, I think I'm going to share, first of all, that when I was growing up, I grew up on a farm in South Dakota, and my grandmother lived on a farm about 3 miles south of us. And it was always been my happy place. And since we moved here, I feel like I, in a way, get to live that kind of life. It's very peaceful and simple and quiet. And we acquired some chickens that roam around our little farm. And when I grew up on a cow farm, a cattle beef farm, and we didn't have chickens, but my grandma did. And so now that I have my own chickens, I'm after all the colored eggs. So I have some new chicks this spring that are going to lay blue and green eggs. And so that's something good that's happening in my life because if you've ever had little baby chicks, they're just fun and they bring a lot of happiness. And so that's something good. That's what I'm going to share with you.
That's so good. So you know ahead of time what color their eggs are going to be? Like,
Um, yes. Certain,
okay.
certain types of chickens lay certain colored eggs. So if you get the right type chicken, you know what colored eggs they'll lay.
One of my favorite children's books that I've read to my kids a lot, and it's by Kate DiCamillo, who lives in Minnesota, and someday I'd love to meet her and say thank you for all the amazing books. But it's called Louise: The Adventures of a Chicken, and it's Louise is like the best chicken, and she goes on great adventures, and then she returns to her hen house where she can sleep the deep and dreamless sleep of the true adventurer. And I'm going to pretend that you have Louise and also all the other chickens with you, and that they have adventures.
Oh, that's lovely. I need to get that book.
It's so good. It is really good. Okay, here's the part where we go, in case you missed it. Every time I do the show, I make up a different theme song for that part. In case you missed it, this is Becky Schlegel. And Becky and I first met probably, right after I moved back from Nashville, so 2006. And occasionally you let me sing harmonies with you, which was such a huge gift for me. I felt like I was out punting my coverage all the time, but it was just like so much fun to get to make music with you. And thanks for taking that chance on me when I had just moved back to town. But let's tell everybody a little bit about your awesomeness. Can we do that?
First of all, it was my honor that you were singing with us because there's just a handful of people that really sing great harmony, and you're one who's got the most amazing voice, and you can hear and sing harmony. So it was our great pleasure. We're happy that you said yes.
Oh, thank you. That's really kind of you to say. Yeah, it was just some really powerful musical moments for me. You are from South Dakota
Yes.
and then spent a bunch of time in Minnesota where you were burgeoning music career. For enough times that you had the Song of the Year, Minnesota Song of the Year with Red Leaf in 2002.
Yes.
Does that sound accurate? And you then moved to Nashville for a little bit, and then you came back to Minnesota. 2016, you were inducted into the Legends of South Dakota Country Hall of Fame.
Yes. That was a big highlight. I mean, every little step, in your life and career is a huge highlight, but that one especially because it's my home state and it's just so
Mm,
special. And I grew up on classic country, and it was
yeah.
country association, so it was very special,
And
very
you have
big.
some beautiful, so in addition to your albums that are more, I don't know, like you have albums that lean very classic country and then albums that lean bluegrass. Can you tell us about a few of those? I know you have many.
Um, well, I love to sing classic country anyway,
Yeah.
but we happened to get very lucky and be part of the Midwest Country Theater and sort of repeat visitors on the Midwest Country Theater. And so we thought, why don't we make some albums with classic country? And so that's what we did, and they were all just our favorite cover songs. And so we have two albums that have classic country. But in addition to that, my other albums are songwriting albums, and it's hard to have a favorite, but songwriting just it's a whole different place in your heart. It's sort of who you are,
Mhm.
and so to be creative and have albums of my own material, and it's very special. All of it is special, but
Yeah.
there's a wide variety of albums, I guess, that I have out. But the country ones are because of Midwest country.
Yeah, that's awesome. In addition to all the beautiful music you make, you also are a visual artist. So on when you go to BeckySchlegel.com, you can see music and shows, but you can also buy prints and cards that you've painted, right? And that is somewhat what the Lullaby collection is. Could you give us the overview of that beautiful project, please?
So this is all new for me. I actually play piano at the little Methodist church right by where we live. And I love that. My mother is the organist back home, so I love church hymns, and it's just very special to me. But one day in church, our minister was telling everybody how you can have a new dream every day that you wake up. You can do something you've never done before, and it doesn't matter
Yeah.
where you are in your life or how old you are, or even if you think you have no talent for it. You can always do something new and have a new dream. And so painting
Mm,
like that for me. I just started attempting different things, and I didn't really have, I don't really have a natural skill for it, but I wanted it so badly. So I worked and worked and eventually created this little collection of farm animals that I painted. And I thought, because I'm a musician, I should give them all their own little lullaby. They're kind of whimsical and fun. And so it was sort of a new challenge, just something to do to keep still being, have music come out in some form. So
yeah.
what I did, I wrote every animal A through Z, gave them a little poem, and then wrote this adult-like lullaby. And it is just very special to me. It helped me through a couple of years where I hadn't been writing a whole lot, and just
Yeah.
gave a whole new angle to write. And it almost felt easy and just more meaningful than a lot of things that I had done. So just a fun little hobby that turned into something very special.
I love it. Um, Looking at some of them on your website, each animal just has such personality, just like
You
coming to you. And yeah, I think that's such a glorious idea and a way. I really love the idea. Yeah, every day you can have a new dream.
Isn't that
I
nice?
think
It's
it's
just
such an,
you know nothing's over. Every day you just create something new, and yeah.
yeah. I feel that way. I'm very attached to every day as a new day. I don't always think like I could have a whole new dream today, but I think there's a real loveliness to that because so much of, especially as a musician, it's like, oh, you're doing this thing, you got to keep doing that thing. This is your genre, this is your whatever, but it's nice to give yourself the freedom to like check in with your heart and say, well, what's your dream today though? Like,
Yeah.
what do you got?
And it's always fun to have something new. And as a musician, you're creative anyway. So
Yeah.
to find a new avenue for creativity is just gives you, new energy and
Well, I encourage all of you to go and you'll go to the website, which I have linked below, and check out the art as well as the music. And there are some really lovely videos too to go along with it.
You.
Yes, they're so,
That
yes.
the whole thing where you try to kind of do some things yourself, and it was for a couple months it was me and a GoPro.
That's awesome.
Walking
That's what you
around.
recorded? Like I was watching Golden. Is that what you did?
Golden
It
was
was on it.
a combination of a GoPro and my iPhone, and just trying everything, iMovie, so many new things that I'd never really jumped in and taken a stab at, and
Yeah.
it was fun, and there was no deadline. You can just, if something works, it works. If it doesn't, you try something else tomorrow, and it's fun. The whole video creation is a really fun process. And anybody again who's creative, I think if you jump in a little bit, you're gonna love it. Just a whole new way to be creative.
Well, you did a beautiful job with it. So I love that there's so much to go and experience, like in the Becky Schlegel universe. It's really beautiful. You have some shows coming up that I wanted to mention. May 22nd, Sembas, May Bluegrass Fest. So Southeast Minnesota Bluegrass Association. Did I get it?
You got it right. This is a fabulous festival, and they have some amazing bands that are coming. And I'm actually teaming up with the High 48's Bluegrass Band, and we're going to put on 2 shows on Saturday, May 22nd. If you all want to hear some great music, you should come out. There's wonderful folks there, and great music. And if we get that perfect sunny day, it's the place to be. So if you get a chance, come on out.
I love that. And then you also have the Med City Arts Fest on Med City Arts. I don't know if it's a fest, if it's just an arts, but June 4th.
Yes, June 4th is kind of an art celebration here in Rochester. It's at 125 Live, and all that information is on my website. And it's a mix of music and art, and it's wonderful. And again, come on out. If you love all that, you'll definitely love this.
Will you be playing with with a band that night, or solo, or
I
duo?
playing with Eric Christopher and Clint Burtzer. It'll be a trio.
Mm,
We played there last year too in September. It's wonderful.
nice.
It's a great venue. Yeah.
I love it. I love it. We mentioned before that I did have a little stint where I got to sing with you, and one of the songs that I really, really deeply loved listening to and then singing with you was your song "So Embarrassing," and I'm wondering if you will sing it
I
for
will
us.
sing this for you.
Yay!
But I will be missing your harmony line. And if there wasn't a slight lag between us, there's an hour between us, but a lag online.
Right.
What I would love is to hear your harmony, but
I'm going to sing them in my head so you can imagine them. They'll be there for sure. I might even probably move my mouth. It'll happen, but I'll be muted lest the internet try to explode on us.
so and somewhere in the near future, I'm super out of tune. Are we okay there? It'll just have to be. This is what live is. But somewhere, hopefully very soon, we'll get a chance to sing this again together somewhere.
I would love that so much. Yes, yes.
Wouldn't do much good to drive back home. All the lights turned off, I phone. It hasn't been a week since I've been gone. You're not alone. Baby, I'm just waiting here on the phone. Driving quiet, I'm still hanging on. Baby, I'm just waiting till she's home. You're not alone. And you say, let's take it slow. you. And now I'm as blue as gold. And this is so embarrassing. And how to see them all, the memories and more. And they keep running back to you. And if you are the country of the last anything I know. Oh, we left everything undone. It didn't do much good to try back home. All the lights turned off, I'm home.
I love when you ask, have we left anything undone? And then you just answer it. We've left everything undone. Like, it's so good.
Yeah, it just wasn't gonna happen for them.
Oh, it's a really wonderful. I am going to ask you if you would play it forward and tell us what you're listening to right now that you're really loving.
Oh, I am listening to everything all the time, and I usually get stuck on an album for a while, and then I'll move on. And I mean, it's so all over the map. I'm working on planning an Opry show for this year's Big Barn Banjo Bash.
Oh,
So I listen to the Carter Family almost every day. I'm wanting to learn the accordion so I can go up on stage and be one of the Carter sisters playing the accordion. So that's working on that. And I'm also listening. I love a lot of like 90s music, like Alanis Morissette. I like Coldplay. I like some of Maroon 5. I like going back into the 70s country realm.
yeah.
Emmylou Harris and Willie Nelson and Waylon Jennings. And so, I mean, I don't even know what would be very specific right now. It's just so all over the map. I mean,
That's
focus.
awesome. No, that's awesome. I love that it's just like a grab bag of music from everywhere. That totally makes sense. I
Every day
part
inspires something totally different.
Yeah, because every day gets a new dream and every day deserves a new soundtrack.
Yeah.
I think is how that goes. Becky, thank you so much for being here. This is the part where I'm gonna tell everybody that Becky and I tried to do this 2 days ago and tech exploded. And so we got to do it again.
The rewrite of our staticky show.
That's right. It's right.
We'll do it work.
I don't mind because it meant I got to see your face again and hear you again. So I win is how that worked. But I really appreciate your graciousness and agreeing to come back to see me here.
And
Thank
it was
you.
to work in a different room in the house. I mean, I feel like I just want to share this house with everybody because it's so special to me. So here we are up in the big bedroom. So
I love that.
it's fun. Get a second
That's
try.
all.
Thank you for putting up with
Thank
me.
you. Oh gosh, thank you so much. And I'm going to thank the watchers for hanging out with me and you and say come back next week. We've got a really great May, all kinds of fun guests. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. I'm supposed to say that. I always forget to say that, Becky, but I said it now. Subscribe. Subscribing is a really nice way to be a good friend. And I will link to everything Becky Schlegel so that you can see the art, see the videos, listen to the music, and go to the beautiful shows that are going to be outdoor on perfect days, as we've discussed. They're going to be perfect weather days.
They're going to be perfect. 83 and sunny, all of them.
It's going to be, oh, that sounds amazing. Can I sing the theme song for you one more time?
Please, and thank you again. Thank
Thank
you.
you. Hey, I miss you, and I hope you're doing well. I miss you. And hearing your music, IRL. So I am thinking that you'll sing me a song or two while I just sit here in my bathroom saying, hey, Becky Schlegel, I miss you.